fantasized about how cool it would be to wake up and put on a pair of black and red Nike cross trainers. Get on the bus and not be able to look anybody in the eyes because they were too fixated on my feet. I remember the girls in that fantasy would flock to me and take my arm like as if in a ZZ Top music video. Okay, I'm from the 80s. If you don't know who ZZ Top is, Google it. I remember fondly laying in my worn out mattresses with springs poking through worn out spots and supported by a tattered and weak box spring laid on top of cinder blocks, dreaming in my head about all things I didn't have. I was so naive and desperate for name brand shoes that when we played outside, I'd take my mother's Reeboks and go play in them. They were cheesy and obviously women's shoes, but I was 8 years old and poor. To have a known name as a part of my day's wardrobe made me feel a million times better about being me. The poor bastard child of a drunk pill-popping mother, taken in by a man who did his best to raise me as his own. A drunk, angry, violent person that I became, he still chose me. My days after school used to be all for that moment of walking through the front door that led from the dining room to the living room and go up to the couch where my mother was usually passed out, take her shoes, tie them on, and strap up the Velcro strap on the top and head outside. The kids in my neighborhood were all like me, and you thought we were typical peasants left behind by the times, for we found the simplest and basic things to play with. Not because of any reason than the sheer fact that we had no other choice. After a couple weeks of sneaking my mother's shoes, I decided to stop. I don't know, but for something inside me felt like wearing a female's shoes was wrong. I told myself I'd get my own. No more would I deal with Walmart Voight or Pro-Choice, Goodwill hand-me-downs or yard sale renews. I was hanging out with kids who were in between 10 and 13, and they treated me like one of the crew. You know, you never realize how naive you are as a person until older and the mind clicks around certain things. Things that tend to activate your conscience and make you feel bad. We were all tired of being poor, tired of picked on in school because of our clothes and messy styled hair from lack of haircuts. We decided to take back and to earn. The numerous scams were typical. Take advantage of the rich kids. And none were more rich than the college students. We lived right across the street from campus, and just like most college towns, the students lived amongst the poor. We'd sell them weed, coke, rob them, then sell goods back amongst the same group. I used to lay in my bed and fantasize and wait for the gentleman rapping on my window, and I'd sneak out and help the group. My job was simple: hold dope and sell to passers-by, and on house jobs be the lookout. I never saw it as bad. I didn't know any better. I saw only a shirt, a pair of pants, Nikes, Reeboks, Feelers. I saw the tiptoe from the brutality that we face every fucking day. I saw my acceptance. I saw my chance to wear a new pair of shoes because even at the age of 8, I was already tired of my own.